guys, welcome back. So I went back to work this month, as you guys probably already know, and I got paid, so that means that I bought books. So it's time for a book haul, guys. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm sick. I'm getting over a cold, but it's still there. I have a bit of a cough and stuffy nose and everything. So yeah, what can I do? Alright guys, so I didn't get as many books as I normally do, which is good. I'm trying not to spend as much, so much money on books, especially ones that I'm not going to read right away. So I'm trying to get books that I'm going to read, the minute, not the minute I get them, but hopefully the same month that I get them, or, won't leave them on my shelves for years to come. So the first book that I got from Target, and I got the very beginning of the month. Technically, yeah, it's like the very beginning of the month. And that, of course, is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child Parts 1 and 2 by J.K. Rowling, John Tiffany, and Jack Thorne. This is the 8th story, and it's a screenplay. I don't know if, you probably already know this, but it's just dialogue. It's just a script for the play that's going on in London. So, I've already read this, and I'll talk more about this in my wrap-up, but I enjoyed it, so, yeah. I'll let you guys know more about it in my wrap-up. And then, one I got from Walmart, I got After You by Jojo Moyes. This is the sequel to Me Before You, and you guys know, if you've been on my channel for a long time, or for a while, you guys probably already know that I really loved Me Before You. I really love the movie too, and I also got the sticker for the movie. Or it's not really a sticker, it's actually embedded into the book. But I got the sequel, even though I'm not sure how I'm gonna like the sequel. I'm hoping I'm gonna like it, but I'm afraid to read it. My friend started reading it. She said it's good. We just don't know how it's gonna go right now, but I don't know. I liked Me Before You, or I loved Me Before You, and I really want to read more of her books. And there's so many, like right here, there's like so many of her books. So far I've read Me Before You, and I'm going to read After You, and then I think after that I'm going to get 1+1, The Last Letter from Your Lover, and then The Girl You Left Behind. Those are the next 3 I really want to get. So hopefully I'll enjoy this one. And then, I can't remember exactly, I think it was earlier in the month, me and my friend went to go see one of my all-time favorite authors, and that's Colleen Hoover. She was at a signing near my house, can't talk, and for her new book, It Ends With Us. I've already read this one, it's so good. I really enjoyed it. I actually have a review for it, but I didn't really talk about this a lot because I really didn't want to spoil anything. There really wasn't anything to really talk about. Here, I'm just gonna... There. So, yeah. I felt like after I did it, I felt like I probably could have said more about it, but again, there really wasn't anything to talk about. I'll try to talk more about it in my wrap-up this month, but yeah. I really enjoyed it though, and I highly recommend picking it up. So forgive my really crappy review and really crappy synopsis of this book, but it was really good. I really loved it. I don't feel like it'll be a book for everybody, because there is a hard subject to get through, but it's definitely one I recommend everybody picking up. It's really good, and I really loved it, and so did my friend. We both read it at the same time. And since I went and saw her, I got it signed. So happy. And then also I got Slammed signed, because you could take 3 more books with you. And then also November 9. And then the one I don't have with me is Confess. I actually let my friend borrow that one because it's one of my favorites by her, so she wanted to borrow that one because she read these 2 right away, because I told her this one was just amazing. And this one, well, I was, you know, about to pick it up. So she read both of these and really loved it. So I let her borrow My Point of Retreat, which is the sequel to Slammed, and then Confess. So I'm hoping she'll pick those up soon and really enjoy it, because I love all of Colleen Hoover. Just amazing. Alright, and then after the signing of Colleen Hoover, we went to Barnes & Noble, so I have my bag. Of course, you know, I wanted more books. Sorry. So the first one, of course, the book I actually went to go get that day was The Beauty of Darkness by Mary Pearson. This is book 3, and the final book in the Remnant Chronicle series. I love this series. The first one is Kiss of Deception. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend picking it up. It's one of my all-time favorite books of, you know, of all time. I'm 57 pages in. I haven't really been able to read much of it because it's big. It's so big. I can't really carry it around with me. And I've been kind of making other books my priority so I could read those. But I feel once I get through some of the books that I'm reading, I'm going to make this a priority. I'm probably going to make it more a priority starting September, because then I'm just going to get right into it. And I want to get the other books in the series that I'm reading out of the way. I want to get those finished, and then I'm going to go right into this one. Other people have read it and absolutely loved it, and I can't not read it. I need to read it. I'm only 57 pages in. There's like 670 pages. I need to read it. Oh my god. And already I'm 57 pages in, and already I'm loving it. So it's gonna be good. And of course, there's a map. I love it when there's a map. Can't get that back in. Alright, so oops. So I got this one. And of course, I'm in Barnes & Noble, I need to get more books. So I got 2 more. I got Maid-sama volumes 9 and 10 because I love this series and the new one had just come out. I actually have read up to 6. So I still have 7 and 8 to read, and then I'm going to read this one. And then I think November the next one comes out, so I'm trying not to read it right away, even though I'm like dying to read I'm just dying to read this more of the series. And then the other book, the last book I got that time was Reawakened by Colleen Hooke. This is the first in Colleen's new series. She wrote the Tiger's Curse series, which I read the first 2 books and really enjoyed the first one. The second one not so much, but I'm going to reread those because I have the whole series over here, and I'm just going to like marathon that series one day, or you know, 1 month. But this one sounded really good. I wanted it a long time ago. I actually pre-ordered the Kindle book. So it's on my Kindle, but I never picked it up. And that was when it came out last year. I'm so bad at that. I'm so bad. But this had just came out on paper, for paperback, and I picked it up. The sequel just came out too, so yeah, that's the sequel right there. And I really love these covers, and it's got Egyptian mythology, I think, in it. It's something to do with Egyptian mythology, I think. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna read what the back says. A modern girl, an ancient price, a centuries-old curse, and an epic journey with more twists and turns than the Nile itself. It sounds so good. I just want to pick this up really soon. I feel like picking it up right now. I can't do that. Soon. I'm definitely going to pick it up, I think, in September. We'll see. Alright, so after that, well, I had to go to the Barnes & Noble by my house. Actually just went recently. I can't remember. I think it was last week. So, of course, I had to get more books. So the first 2 books I got were ones that I really needed to get, and that was Purity in Death and Portrait in Death, both by J.D. Robb. I'm currently reading Reunion in Death, and that's the last book I had in the series so far. So I really need to get 2 more, so I can continue reading 1 a week. And then when I get paid again next week, I'll get the next 2 books in the series. So that way I'll continue to be able to read 1 a week like I do. And I just love this series so much. There's 45 books in the series, and I believe there's more coming out. It's insane. It's so insane. But yeah, I love this series. And then the last 2 books that I have, and the last 2 books that I have for this haul are the 2 books I technically went to Barnes & Noble to get. Even though I definitely need to get those 2, I really wanted to get these 2 books for sure. Okay, so the first one I got is P.S. I Like You by Casey West. I actually haven't read Casey West yet. I have a few of her books. I have Pivot Point and The Fill-In Boyfriend, and that could be it. I actually don't see a lot of her books. But I know I have The Fill-In Boyfriend and Pivot Point, and now I have P.S. I Like You. And this is the one I was like really anticipating. I really wanted to get this because it looks so cute and it sounded so cute. I know it's like about this this girl Lily. She starts writing like song lyrics on her desk, something like that. Like I guess some of her favorite song lyrics, and then the next day she finds out that someone had added lyrics to it. Yeah, had continued the lyrics on her desk, and just goes from there. And it just looks so cute, and I love the color scheme. It's like pink and blue and green, kind of like, even the inside is just so pretty. And then here, I think I saw, yeah, I really like this. I don't know if you can see it, but it says P.S. I Like You, and then there's the mustache and the lips. I love that. And then it's just so pretty. It's so pretty. I think they really did a really good job with the making of this book. But yeah, I definitely have to pick up a Casey West book, and this I believe will be the first one I pick up, and then I'll start picking up her other ones, but this will be the first one, and soon, because I have to read this. And then the last book that I have, and I'm so excited about this book, and I got Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. Now you guys know how much I love the Illuminae series. I read Illuminae and Gemina, both by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. And then I found out that Jay Kristoff had a new book coming out about like a school of assassins, and that just sounded amazing. So I had to go and get it, and this cost a pretty penny, but I had to have it. And I was super excited to find out. I don't know if you can read that. It's signed. It's a signed first edition. I got it signed. I'm so happy. Okay, that's not as, you can't even really see it, but there it is. Oh man, I hope that I really like this book. I really want to like this book, and this one almost killed me. It just almost smacked me in the face. And I like the cover. I love the, I want to say it's like the Australian, or it could just be the UK cover, I love that cover a lot more, and I don't know if it's even, no, it's not really on here, but I saw that in Little Book Owl's video. She had the other cover, and it was gorgeous, but this one I think is really cool. It's kind of spooky, kind of, and I kind of like the wings in the back, and she's holding a bloody knife, and with the mask and everything, crying blood. It's kind of really cool. Every time I look at it, I like it more and more than I did before. I still would have preferred the other cover, but I like this one a lot more too. So that's everything that I got. I got some really good books, even though I didn't get a lot. I'm happy with the ones that I got. I'm really happy. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Happy reading!